in here with my lower level. If I make it black, would that make you guys, would you be able to see it? Right here, options. Isn't that what was one part of options? Yeah. Okay, options. Let me just change it to black. I think it's color, display color, and with the uniform here, white. Make it black. Is that better? A little bit. Okay, so here's what to do it here. Here's what I was thinking, guys. So here's your lower level. A couple of things I want to say about the fire alarm system. Fire alarm system. For the fire alarm, I'm looking, guys, at information sheet number 3. Say a few things about the fire alarm system. The fire alarm system that we're going to install, it's going to be 120 interconnected smoke detectors. By code, there is no, NEC code doesn't talk anything about them. Building code requires them in every bedroom, every hallway that opens to bedrooms. So here's a few things that will be installed with this fire alarm system. Where's my bedroom? I have a bedroom 1, bedroom 2. So I need one right here, and I need one right here, and one in this hallway. And then what you need to do is loop them, and give them a circuit, hot, neutral, ground, and put them on a lighting circuit. Done. Here's your smoke detector. They will look like a circle with an S inside them. If we don't have it, make a circle with an S inside them and loop them, and that will be your smoke detectors in apartment number 1. And in between, you're going to have a hot, and a neutral, and a ground, right in between these two. Hot, neutral, and ground. Because the smoke detectors that we're using, they're going to be power devices. They're actually a smoke detector, a horn, and a strobe all in one. Unlike low voltage, where we split the detector from the horn from the strobe. Any questions about that? So where do I need them? I need them in I said smoke detector in bedrooms and hallways. Only the hallway open to, I'll talk about the public part in a second here. Only the hallways, the common hallways, I'll talk about common hallways in a second here. One system for each apartment, interconnect with 14.3. That's what we did, 14.3, because of the signal has to go on one. Fed from a lighting circuit. I'm asking you guys to feed it. This circuit, not a dedicated circuit, a lighting circuit in the area. Because the idea is, guys, if this is to trap, if the circuit breaker is to trap, and it's dedicated circuit for it, you probably wouldn't know because everything is still working, because it has batteries with it. But if you lose a lighting circuit in your house, most likely we'll recognize that there is a problem. Yes, Phil?
I'm curious if you want like a smoke detector
building, yes, yeah, you can do it. Now they have them. The building code Minnesota Marshall, the Marshall, you have to have one. It could be hardwired or plugged in though. But that combo itself would be a smoke detector and carbon monoxide detector and gas detector and you name it. Yep. Oh, you would put one between the dining room and the kitchen? So that's minimum. I'm showing minimum. If you want to add one more over here, that's fine too. Minimum. Okay.
The lighting circuits aren't AFCI protected, right?
All of them have to be AFCI. Yep.
According to the code book, you're not supposed to put fire alarms on concrete.
You're absolutely right. But that's fire alarm system. A fire alarm system is the 24 volt that we do here at Dunwoody. That's not the smoke detectors, guys, that we have at home are not really fire alarm system. They're power devices. They mean, and you're right, they mean by fire alarm is the full spiel fire alarm control panel, which we're going to be doing next quarter. Okay, so they have to be an arc full circuit interrupter like every other outlet. Okay, question, guys, about this? So that's your smoke detector. One system for all common area. Now, this is for every apartment is going to have the same thing, so you copy it to all apartments. Now, the common area, one system for all common area, one smoke detector in every level. Now, the common area, You have levels. I will put one in every level against smoke detector. One here. Remember, in every level there will be one, and these will be all interconnected. Don't forget the top two. There will be some at the top, and feed them from hot, neutral, and ground. And don't forget that there will be a traveler between all of these. And this will be also lighting circuit, common lighting circuit. The idea is, if you have a fire in the common area, anywhere in the common area, the smoke detector will go off, and hopefully people in the apartment will recognize. But we put them in all. So if you have the top and the bottom, you put one on the bottom, one on the top. So you guys will do them, connect them all, fit them from one lighting circuit. They don't consume power fail. So don't worry about adding more to your lighting circuit. These are peanuts, nothing in terms of power consumption to power them. Only when they go off, and when they go off is you really don't care about overloading the circuit at the time. And it's not going to be overloaded. The horn strobe that comes with them is we're talking about 10, 20, maybe 20 watts.
Is the entire building commoned out for the fire? So if I start a fire in my kitchen, my neighbors will wake up too?
No.
Not this. So that might have a very good point. That might have a building issues here, the way we're designing it. I believe you can get away with this, but it might be that. What's the alternative? The alternative is to have a low voltage fire alarm system for the whole building. Take into consideration.
Or from the common panel, all this stuff, the common panel, from what you say.
Yeah. Yeah. So, but what we're going to do is we're not going to interconnect the apartments with the common areas. Any question, guys, about the fire alarm? Anybody has any question about the fire alarm? So, do I have a fire alarm panel? No. What else do I need for the fire alarm? That's it. What you see is what you're going to get. Cool? Anything about the fire alarm, guys, before I move away from the fire alarm? What symbol am I going to be using? A circle with an S in it. Ashley, any question about the fire alarm? Okay. Can I go to the security system, guys, before I...
Yeah.
To the security system. So let me take a snapshot here. And I will put this one as a PDF file too for you. And close this, so fire alarm is out. Now security system. I'm going to use green for my security system. My security system, guys, it says door contact for every door. Outdoor. The outdoor, so door contacts. Here's by the way, the security system is for every apartment individually, not for the whole building. That's what we're asking. Security contact for every door. So my doors, external door. So here's my door with green show. I think you use red better here. So here's my contact. This is door contact, something similar to this. Here's another door contact here. Door contact. And window. And here's a door here. Wherever there's a door contact. I'm just doing one apartment here. Do we have another door here? No. That's it, right? That's it for these doors. And then window contacts. And window contacts for every window. We have a bunch of pairs here, so we're going to have one in this area, just for the whole area. And one, I think, here. This is window. Sorry, window contact. This is window contact, WC. Do I have one here, I think? Window contact. And also window contact. Just similar to this. All the way up to here. And here, no, this is a door. So window contact. So here's all the windows. Do I have a window here? There's one here and one here. These are my window contact. Done.
Are the window contacts home run, or are they...
How are we going to wire them? Okay, any question about the location? Only for the apartment. Nothing for the exterior doors and the hallways, the common exterior doors and hallways. Nothing, just the apartment. Okay, so door contact, window contact, one system for every apartment, security panel. Then, you need a security panel. If I were you guys, I'll come over here, find a little box here, and call it security panel, SP. That's your security panel. Everything is going to be fit from there. Horn in the living room. We need a horn in the living room. I think we have a symbol for it. If we don't have a symbol, in the living room right here. Put H horn, something similar to that. That's horn in the living room. Monitor, motion detector in the living room. Horn in the living room, motion detector in the living room. So I have horn. What we did for this is the motion detector. Here's my motion detector, and I have my horn right in the wall here. This is my horn. And keypad for main door. Your keypad is going to be somewhere in this area here outside, and it's a key and a P, keypad. And keypad wire with 218. 218 wire is going to go all of them. So how we're going to wire this, what I suggest, guys, when you wire them, so grab from here to here to here to here. Where else? Take this contact with you, and that will be basically zone 1, zone number 1. Then grab this one to this one to this one. What else do we have? This one, and grab an arrow zone number 2, and then the motion detector, the motion maker zone number 3, and the horn strobe will be connected, these two together. Just make them on zone number 3. The way they do it, guys, the horn is going to be separately activated. And the motion detector, there are inputs and output devices for the security system. Input devices send the signal in, output devices and initiate that there's or announce that there's something. So what you're doing here, actually, as you wire it, you're taking 18.3, 18.2 conductor, and you're looping them, daisy chain all these contacts all the way to zone 1. So if somebody's to break into these windows, zone 1 will go, a signal will say zone 1 has been attacked or something, or a light will go on and the horn will go off. Any question? Every apartment separately.
So breakage contacts for the windows as opposed to
a glass break, or we have done glass break, or we have done contacts that you open. So you want to put glass break. This is I know there's a big panel over here. In the past we did this one as a glass break, so if you break the glass they will sense it, so that's fine. Instead of a window contact that you slide, there are a few of them.
The best place to break in is the bathroom.
We put one, didn't we put that? Break in
Who would go through the living room?
the living room.
Sorry.
Any questions about that? Any questions? Okay, doorbell. Let me take a snapshot of this.
it's wireless.
Wireless.
Wired doorbell
Yeah.
and,
Okay, doorbell. You're going to do it because your friend Chan is asking you guys. We have doors. There's a symbol, I think, something like this, that we've used in the past, and you have a door, a chime here, chime and door contacts. You connect these together, connect these, and make sure you send this one to a circuit, hot, neutral, ground. So you're going to circuit your chime, put it in a circuit, and you're going to put 2 push buttons to a chime. Done. That's your doorbell, right? Front and back to a chime, and the door wire that you're using is 14.8. We have a doorbell button, doorbell device, and we have the 18, one system for each apartment. Very simple. You need to power this, so you just steal one of the circuits in the area lighting circuit.
yeah, virtual transfer.
Yeah, power it through a transformer.
So 18 for what?
It's going to be 18.4 all the way up to the transformer, which I assume is going to be located somewhere here. Or we're assuming here that the transformer is going to be located here. So you really steal a 14.2 to the transformer. From there is going to be 18.2, 18.4. Chris, does it make sense? No? You want to use wireless? Why don't you use wireless in Call of Duty? Okay, so that's your doorbell. Symbols that you use, guys. A circle with a dot, we're using it. Look in the symbols that I gave you. If there's no symbols, just create a single with a dot for it. A chime, what symbol would you use for a chime? A rectangle with the word chime on it. I mean, that's not rocket science. Yes, sir.
On the security system, does that have its own power on that?
The security system, oh yeah, did we power it? The security system, give it a circuit. Very good point. Give the security panel a circuit. The security panel needs power. All these systems need to be powered, guys. So give them a circuit. Any question, guys, about this? Before I go to the heating and cooling HVAC. Heating and cooling HVAC. Okay, for the heating and the cooling, how does this look like? It looks good. For the heating, guys, the only thing we have heating and cooling system here, we're going to have a thermostat T right in here, and we're going to have a wire, and each also the remember, guys, the furnaces. There's a furnace here. On the furnace, you're going to have also the same thing. I'm going to say 2 furnace. And this one, 2 thermostat. If I know how to spell it. 2 thermostat. T. 2 thermostat. So that's all what you need to do. A thermostat in every apartment, and to the furnace, and then the furnace right in the basement. Just put a wire here, 2 thermostat. The wire size that we're going to be using, guys, you're going to specify it as a keynote, either a keynote, or you're going to put it right there. The wire they're using is 18.4. Do you know how they do it? They take 18.4 wire, guys, from the furnace into the thermostat. Done. Since we don't have central air here, yeah, they also take 14.2 or 14, usually 18.4 all the way to the furnace, to the AC. We don't have an AC. Our AC is standalone system. So 18.4 from the furnace to every thermostat in the room, done. Any question, guys, about the heating? How do we power it? It's powered directly from the furnace, so we don't have to worry about powering it. Any question, guys, about that? Any question? Chris, does it help a little bit more? Is it through a couple of lights? Yeah. What symbol to use? A circle with the T inside it. I think we have it. If we don't have it, create it. And just a loop like this that says 2 furnace, 2 thermostat. And the size of the wire, either you write it on it or you keynote at the bottom. This is all thermostat wires shall be 18.4. Can I take a snapshot? Okay, for every apartment. Okay, phone and data. See project requirement for location. Phone and data, guys, we have a location where we want them. In the phone and the project, where do we have them? And we have symbols, right? Phil, you guys did the phone and data, right? So you have the phone and data. Use yours, okay, that's fine. I mean,
They're in there.
but we have in our system. On the instructor folder, we have them. And thank you, Phil. And we also have the symbol they give you have a phone and data. I know that. Okay, so if you go there, you're going to say the requirement, one dishwasher, blah, 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 level. Okay, here, number 10, cable TV outlet in all living rooms and bedrooms. All living rooms and bedrooms that need TV outlet. So I'm just going to put them, you put them in an area, TV outlet, and I'm going to put them, there's a TV, and there's also a TV outlet. And you guys are going to put them in the wall, as you know. So TV outlets in living rooms and bedrooms, phone data outlet in all living rooms and bedrooms. The phone outlet also, data and phone looks something like this. Something half-hashed like this. Okay, so here's my phone and data. That's as far as I want you guys to do with the phone and data. I don't want you to do anything else with them. Now, what phone data, just blah, blah, blah. Then one more thing we need to do, guys, we need to have right here, just if you withdraw in this area, a rectangle, 2 rectangles. One of them will be phone splitter. Do you know what I mean by phone splitter? Where you bring the phone line and you split it in the apartment. So phone splitter. two boxes, phone, splitter, and this one would be a TV splitter. TV splitter, you bring the in and you go with the out with the coaxial cable. You can go 1 to 4, 2 to 8. Anybody you wire them? Everybody wire? You've seen them? There's multiple ways of coming in. You can come with 2 to 4, 2 to 8. Most here we're going to come up. The simplest one would be 1 in and 4 out. So we'll have 4 TV areas going. If you want to go more than that, 1 to 6, you have to buy a special one. And we're not going to show wiring or anything because we're going to do it on the riser. We'll show all this stuff on the riser. So for the time being, all we have, what you guys do, show the devices, just the little squares, rectangles here that says PS and PVS or any acronyms that you want to use to specify that splitter for both systems. And done. Okay? That's it. One more thing before I go. Now remember, how in an apartment, guys, how do they bring the low voltage? We're assuming they're going to have underground cable conduits. We're going to bring a coaxial cable into the apartment and split apart into the building and split with 4 coax to every apartment. And then the same thing with the phone. We're going to bring a phone line, 4 phones, coming to the apartment and to the building and split to the 4 apartments. How we're going to show this? The only thing I want you to show right at the bottom here too, somewhere in this area, the same thing. This will be main, phone, splitter, and the one next to it will be main TV, which basically for the coaxial. So what I'm trying, TV splitter, I'm trying to indicate, and you'll see this one when we do the risers, I'm trying to show a coaxial coming to the building, 1 in, 4 out, each one going to every apartment. Inside the apartment, every in, every out become an in and goes out again for another 4. Are you guys with me? Because 3 branching out. At one time, at one point, if you've done low voltage, you have to have a booster, signal booster. So you might, if you want to go and what I ask sometimes in the past is to come over here with a receptacle we can plug in the splitter to boost the signal. That's all we're going to do for low voltage. All the apartments, the only thing, please show the blue ones, that's the main bringing the power to the building. All what I'm looking for, Phil, my friend, is just a rectangle like this with a name that choose, don't stick with my names, choose any name that makes sense that in your riser. It's going to be on your riser, it's going to be on your symbol list. So, does that help, guys? No, yes? Okay.
Yeah, for the fire smoke, can we put each apartment's general smokes, not talking about common areas, but all going to the common and all going to one panel?
Yes, the common area, the smoke detectors in the common areas, the 3 stairways, right? Can we put them all in one circuit?
Right, those ones. But
Yes.
I'm talking about the apartments. Do we have to do each individual apartment going to their own panel?
Yes.
Oh, they're just
The devices.
okay. So just connect it to the.
Yeah.
light.
So for like the smoke detector guys, it's going to have 1 here, 1 here, and 1 here. 3 of them at least. 1, 2, 3. You daisy chain them with a 14-3, and at the end you go directly to a lighting circuit.
Okay.
Tied to a lighting circuit in every apartment individually. You don't want to tie the smoke detector of apartment 1 with the smoke detector of apartment 2. You don't do that. Yes, Phil? I'm sorry, Rob?
That makes sense. I was just gonna ask what layer, but I was just
Yeah, I use the layers that we guys have. If you know how to create a layer. If you want to create a different, bottom line, the layers that you have, guys, should be good enough because we're going to, guess what? We're going to print all the low voltage together. So for all practical reasons, if you put all of them in one layer, it does it really and turn it on in that particular layout. But I really would like you to use the layers that I gave you guys to the best. If you want to create you another layer, feel free to do so. Okay, so I have the TV, and I'm going to shut up in a second here, Chris. I think I'm giving you a headache on a Friday afternoon here. phone, so I have C project for requirement. Home run for every jack. Every jack is going to have a home run. I'm not paying for it. We're not going to daisy chain them. Main phone main splitter. We put this one apartment main splitter. That's these are little panels that we bought. One system for every apartment. Phone wire is going to be 14, 22.4. The phone wire. Data wire. There will be also a data, guys. Cat 5. We need a Cat 5. And then data modem / hub. Yeah, that's what we did talk about. How about data? Data, you can get your data right now from coaxial, and correct me here, Chris, you're the expert, from coaxial cable that can get you phone, data, and TV, or you can get it from the phone line. Your choice. Whatever you do, you need a modem, some type to take the signal, split it into data. So here's what I would like you guys to add. One more here, one more box. Let's call this is modem, or data box, or whatever you want to call it. So I'm assuming later on when we show in the riser, we're going to draw a riser for this. We're going to show a coaxial cable coming to this modem. Out of the modem is going to be Cat 5 going to all these locations. Now, I'm sure Ashley sitting there said, Chad, have you heard of something called wireless now? That everybody's going wireless. I know there will be wireless, guys, and probably wired will be, but let's just design it as wired this time. Most of the time, guys, I have my house, I have just the modem sitting right there, wireless, and I can get signal in my neighbor's house. I was at my neighbor's house and accessed the internet from my house. As you guys know, the wireless. I know I got very good signal from his house.
Doesn't have a password.
No, I was on my own signal, showing him. I grabbed my laptop to show him something. He doesn't have internet. He's a retired gentleman. And I showed him certain things in his living room, jumping onto my wireless. But I do that when I lose my wireless at home. I sniff around to see if anybody in the neighborhood has an unsecured wireless and jump on it. Very easy. Mine is secured though. You can?
Oh, yeah.
You guys are sneaky. Okay. All right. The last thing. Can I have, so TV, one for every apartment. One for every apartment. I'm asking you guys about TV. Did they say? One line for every apartment. C project for location. Home run for every jack. Wire coaxial cable, main splitter in the utility room. And apartment main splitter. That's what we said, the splitter here and the splitter is here. Nick, my friend, because you asked me, is this enough info to get you up and running? Is that good? Is that better than just throw things on you? It's really not complicated. I know when you guys did the light, I didn't jump in. Light is easy. You throw a light or fixture and switch. This one kind of a little bit huffy around the edges, but really nothing a big deal for it. So I don't want you to get confused with the smoke fire alarm system. When we go next project, Nick, we're going to be doing a full spiel fire alarm system with a fire alarm panel, 24 volt. That's a whole different animal. This is what we're doing is just smoke detector horn strobe fixture. You've seen them. You know, when you push the button to test it, it gives you a horn strobe and a detection.
But it really runs off of the battery, right?
It runs off it by code, by building code. It has to have two sources of power. One source is wired now. It has to be wired to, physically, mechanically wired to an electrical circuit at 120 and has a battery backup on it. Both. So if you, yeah. And they have to be interconnected. So if you and I are smoke detectors, we have to wire. First we are powered with 120, two wires and a ground, and we send the third conductor. So if you go off, you will send the signal on that yellow wire to me to go off too. So all of them will go off at the same time, which is miserable.
Oh, yeah.
If you have a nuisance.
My dad burns the toast
Yeah.
every morning. That'll wake you up. All of them go on.
Well, that's a good way of, I'm going to start practicing this with my son here. Any question, guys? Ashley, Dustin, Phil, my friend, anything else do you guys want to get you up and running with the low voltage? Is that good enough? Okay. First, please check the symbols that we have. If you're not sure, ask me about can I use the symbols. Otherwise, the symbols I just threw, create them and move on. Thank you.